Zidon Danny, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Nerd Chat here on Electro Ninja's Lab. I am here with my fellow host,
I'm Jack.
and Joker might be joining us, but I don't think so. We'll see. Um, but yeah, we're gonna talk about the Swifts because next month, actually basically 1 month, um, because it's releasing on the 20th. We will be getting the Swifts 2, which is called a a gallery of rogues.
So we have a
Um,
dictionary of scoundrels and now a
a gallery of rogues. Yep.
a gallery of rogues.
So yeah. So for the record, as to some of the different characters that are on there, uh, we do have our three main characters from the previous book are on the cover. It looks like. Um,
Shenanigan
Sh-
and friends.
Shenanigan and her sisters. Um,
Yes.
and then it looks like as for uh, there is a new character, um, which we do not know who they are. I don't think that they are. Um, what was his name? What was their name again? Your favorite character?
Uh oh. Mm, uh. Fuck. Hang on. Let me find the book.
Maybe I should just pull up my copy as well.
Earth. Earth. Earth.
Earth. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't think that's them because yeah, they were it, it, they look totally different based on the art. Um, so there's that. So I think that this is a new
Yeah,
character.
because
Whoever,
Earth is on the front. We see them on the front.
yeah, for the Swifts, for the first book for Dictionary of Scoundrels.
Yeah.
Um, so we could. So I don't think that that's them, but I could see them showing up again as like a maybe not as major of a character.
I
And
feel like Earth is a pretty major character in the first book. Why wouldn't they show up as the second book?
well, I think like part of the reason might be that they want to delve more into the family that we've yet to meet because this
All right. I feel like that's something they would do though. Is
yeah. But this my other thinking with it is that um it might be that the that Beth Lincoln wants to talk more about something else than because obviously a dictionary of scoundrels did heavily discuss stuff about trans rights and stuff like that because not only was there Earth but there was also what's her name, um the one who became the matriarch at the end. Um, it's been a while since I've listened to the book or read it. Um, I wish there was like a list of all of the names.
right. Is there not glossary in the back? I thought there
For
was.
my copy, no, there is not.
Oh, there is not. You're right. I thought there was for some reason.
Maybe there's a something at the beginning. To be fair, I haven't
How is it
actually.
I've owned this book longer than you have, and I didn't see the very last page that says, "Don't miss the Swift's next adventure. The Swift's a gallery of rogues."
Oh, it's yours. Yours has it.
Yeah,
Oh, it does. It really does. Um, so
yeah.
yeah,
I'm
I
just
guess she was
dumb.
always planning on doing that.
I guess so.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's one of my favorite actual physical books I have. Right up there with the Whisperwicks
yeah.
and In the Lives of Puppets because the edges are so pretty.
Yeah, with the map or the freaking not map, freaking hedge maze.
Yes, exactly.
There's the hedge maze on the side. So I don't think that there's any information on what the side is gonna have for Gallery of Rogues either. But some things that I will say about this. I think based off of what I'm seeing, is that it's probably going to be. Um, I think they're going to be dealing with a different part of the family, because they're obviously in Europe, in or specifically in England, in Dictionary of
Mm,
Scoundrels. Gallery of Rogues, especially with Felicity, I feel like they're in Paris.
that's maybe true, actually.
So I feel like they're at the family home over in France rather than specifically at their the family home in England. So
Yeah.
so I feel like we're going to be seeing a lot more of the family from that side of it. So we'll see like Pomplamoose family and other characters like him. Um, Also, I'm kind of wondering if Uncle Maelstrom is going to be involved, but I don't think he would be, because like I don't like I feel like the ones that end the book in at the England house, those ones are everyone who's there except for um Shenanigan, Felicity, and Phenomena are all they're going to go to Paris to or wherever it is to basically see their family, and then the rest of them will be maybe we'll briefly see the others that are at the house, as basically we're sending you to see the rest of your family so that you can learn more about your family. Um, but I'm not sure. The once this is. I wish I could. I need to look at this image a little bit closer. Uh, but they have a book. What is that book in their hand? Um, I think it says something dictionary in the. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say for sure. Um, but I do think that I feel like whoever this character is going to be basically the second book's version of Earth, and basically they're gonna whoever they are, they're going to be kind of the important aspect that the characters are going to be dealing with in that book. So uh, while Dictionary of Scoundrels kind of dealt with the idea of be being being trans and stuff like that, maybe this book will deal with another major issue that Beth Lincoln wants to specifically discuss.
I'm all right
Um,
with that. Yeah.
so because obviously she had a lot of different things that she discussed throughout the book, such as found family and how it's not just blood that makes you family and stuff like that. That was a major part of it, and that sometimes you're gonna realize that you're not who everyone thinks that you are. Um, and stuff like that. Maybe this one will deal more with another major issue in like that. I feel like it would be more dealing with issues that are kind of a hot topic in Europe right now, rather than ones that are necessarily big topics here in America. Um, but another thing to keep in mind is that this book did release in Europe
England.
in England a few years ago, or
Yeah.
not a few years ago. Earlier this year is when Gallery of Rogues popped up.
Yes.
So there's that, obviously. Um, but other than that, I really don't know. Um, I do think that it is gonna have some sort of thievery involved. Um, like there is something
Rogues.
yeah, but specifically because in on the cover of the first book, you can kind of see that it's gonna be a mystery about a death, or to a certain degree. It's not extremely obvious.
They're literally standing on stairs. What the hell are you talking about?
Look at the very bottom of the book. You see the two legs.
Oh my gosh! I see. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So that kind of it's clearly
Yeah,
hinting
they're
that
all running down to see what happened. That makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
While this one we see a hand reaching out for a box that is on the that is on the freaking or something that is on this statue. Um, so I think that there is going to be some thievery, and they're basically going to it's again going to be a mystery, but instead of it being about oh who's the murderer, it's going to be oh who stole this thing, which still fun. It's just less. I'm certain that some people are going to be a little bit less excited, unfortunately, about that, but I don't know. We'll see for sure as the when it eventually comes out. But obviously that's coming out in a month, and we will probably be discussing it. Like you and I especially will probably discuss it when it.
Pretty swiftly thereafter.
Yeah, because you and I like.
Shut up, Zephram. I'm funny. Swiftly thereafter.
I'm dumb. I'm
yes, you are.
dumb. But especially because the fact that you and I both love this book and we'll probably both pick it up very quickly. It's gonna be basically the same situation as with Skandar 3, except I think that's it's gonna be faster than Skandar 3. Of course, Skandar 4 is gonna be the fastest.
Yes.
Especially after that freaking ending of that book and the fact that it's coming out quickly.
Yeah, definitely. I'm like ready for it already.
So yeah, so we get so obviously next next month is the Swifts, and then
Yeah.
after that is Percy Jackson 7.
And September is also when the sequel to House in the Cerulean Sea called Somewhere Beyond the Sea
Oh,
is coming out.
so maybe I should since I am
You should
planning on
definitely
getting
read it.
I am planning on getting that soon.
You should definitely get it and read it before September 10th.
Noted. Maybe I'll put
That's
in
when it comes out.
maybe I'll put in my pre-order for that as well when I do my group of pre-orders.
I already pre-ordered it.
Fair enough. I with physical books, I'm kind of waiting a little bit for the pre-orders because I like to physically go into the store to get my books. I know, weird, but
No, I do too. I already know I'm gonna go get the Barnes and Noble special edition.
yeah, like I'm gonna do that for the Swifts for sure. Did I do that? Yeah, I did that for I did it for Chalice of the Gods. Which did you read that yet, or did you get that
Nope.
yet? Huh?
Nope.
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 Well, how dare you? It's actually really good though. At some point, personally, I would say
I feel like in order to read that, I have to read the original series again.
yeah, and that's gonna take a while to go through that to go through all of that.
Exactly.
Yeah, so all of Percy Jackson, all of Kane Chronicles, all of Heroes of Olympus, all of Magnus Chase, all of Heroes of Olympus, or wait, did I already say Heroes of Olympus? All of Apollo. Then you also need to read The Sun and the Star, which was absolutely fantastic, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah. That was it was really cute and cool. Getting to see, especially getting to see Nico and Will as they're dealing with their relationship.
Yeah, forgot about them.
Yeah, that's basically what The Sun and the Star is. Personally, I would also include Daughter of the Deep. because that was also a really good book. But at the same time, I can understand possibly not worrying about that one because it's. I don't think that technically it's in the same universe. Um, which is
Interesting.
which is unfortunate. But yeah. But yeah, Chalice of the
When you
Gods
read
was
House in
good.
the Cerulean Sea, I need like minute by minute updates, just so you know.
Oh, as I'm reading that, okay.
Yes.
You know what? Screw it. We're gonna put that into my Audible. We're gonna add that to my Audible list. That'll be the next book that I read after once I finish Wizard's Guide to Defensive Baking. Yeah.
Perfect. Good. Because this one, like, there's some specific details that are freaking hilarious,
So,
and you have to notice them.
House on the Cerulean
One
Sea.
of the
What was it?
Yes, the house in the Cerulean Sea.
In the Cerulean Sea. There it is. Okay, and that's okay. Cool. Uh, Bye for credit. I do have a credit, so I got my monthly credit today. So there we go. And then the Somewhere Beyond the Cerulean Sea, that's coming out next.
Somewhere beyond the sea.
Oh, Somewhere Beyond the Sea. Interesting.
Well,
See,
it's a reference to something in the first book.
okay. Noted. I will definitely. I will definitely put. That is going to be on my top. On the top of my list. I have. I have so many books that I need to read though. It's not even funny.
This one's just so good. It's just like getting a hug when you read it.
That's good. So yeah, I'll definitely read that. To be fair, I have just from the I have 7 more books that I need to read that I've purchased. And then I have so yeah, I have 7 books that I need to that I just need to sit down and read. Then I have a total of 39 series that I currently have in my list of series, and I need to read all of them. Granted, not all of them. Most of them I have read every single book as it's come out, such
Yeah.
as Percy Jackson, Skandar, Tales from Allegasia, and Aragon or Inheritance Cycle. Speaking of which, have you read Murtagh yet?
I don't even think I've read Inheritance yet.
Oh, really?
I kind of gave up after the third one. Brizinger.
Brizinger? Yeah. I mean, to be fair,
I've thought about getting them again because I do like them.
yeah. I will say here's basically my rundown of the series. Aragon is the best at that of all of the first 4 books, and they've basically went downhill from there. Like, not extremely fast, but it definitely was. They did not go well, and then Murtagh shot back up. As did what was it? It was Tales the Fork, the Witch, and the Worm. That one is such a good book to basically to basically reintroduce you into Allegasia, and so it's a good book. It basically went so if Inheritance is like the worst book, I would say.
So wait, hold on. For Percy Jackson, I need the original 5 and then the Apollo ones. I need those.
So Percy. So let me make sure I'm saying this right. So Percy Jackson, Kane Chronicles, and Heroes of Olympus, as well as I think Magnus. I'm not 100% certain. No, Magnus Chase would not be there. So, Percy Jackson, Kane Chronicles, Heroes of Olympus. Those are all before the current series. Apollo and Magnus Chase are happening at some point over the next over the 5 books for the second part. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So somewhere in
Okay.
there is when Apollo's gonna happen and when Magnus Chase is gonna happen. Because
Okay.
because Percy's mom just revealed that she was pregnant in Chalice of the Gods, but she has already given birth in Apollo. So so keep that in mind for your information on where the timeline is. Um, Sun and the Star, that takes place after Apollo. Like 100%, it's all after that. And obviously Magnus Chase is taking place during Apollo. So there's that. But yeah, for the inheritance cycle, basically, inheritance is the worst. Aragon is the best. I would say that that the Fork, the Witch, and the Worm is somewhere between Eldest and Aragon. Although that might be nostalgia. That might be just my recency bias. So keep that in mind. Murtagh is probably on the same level as the original Aragon, if not better.
Okay.
So I hesitate to say that it is better, but it is really freaking good. And like, especially because of how much you really despise Murtagh by the end of Inheritance. Like you don't.
There's a second Percy Jackson. Sorry, I'm back to Percy Jackson for a second. There's a second one of the second series so far. There's
So
Chalice of the Gods and a second one.
the second one is coming out in September,
Oh, I got you. Okay.
and that's 7, or no 6. Sorry, so 6 is about to come out. 6 is out. So hey, wait.
Yeah, six is out, but
6 is out.
not.
7 is not. That's what I'm trying to say. I can't speak yet. But yeah, that's coming out in August, or no, in September. Sorry. So that's happening. And then on top of that, we're also getting Epic Mickey coming back, which is in September.
Right. Yes.
That's gonna be a crazy few months. I'm kind of terrified, to be honest, of because we're basically going to go into the new year, or into as the school year starts, we're going to be going into pure chaos mode.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, it's just gonna be it's gonna be fun, but at the same time, it's just I'm losing my mind. Okay. So.
You had control of it before?
Fair point. Are there any questions that yeah. But yeah, there's there's so many books that I just need to sit down and read. And I honestly, I think I'm just gonna over the next few weeks, I'm thinking of doing a bit of multitasking with my live streams and so on and so forth. We'll see about exactly how much I do that, because I don't want to be getting in trouble with like copyright and stuff, especially with books and shows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I might be, but I'm definitely like when I'm playing off stream, I'm basically going to be binging shows as I'm playing, and then listening to audiobooks constantly, which has been the case for a little while. So
yeah.
So yeah, those are going to be the main plans, and then hopefully I can get through some of these books because I have a lot of books to get through.
Yes. Yes, you do.
Yeah, I mean, considering the fact that I have over 1,000 books now.
You consider yourself a library, or you
can
consider yourself a library.
I absolutely can, and there's a reason. That's the reason why I got that freaking thing that I sent you the other day. I still can't believe that that's an actual thing that you can buy. I'm debating on exactly what I want to do with that, but yeah. Also, so I did I tell you that I got Skandar as the paperback as well
No, why?
because I wanted it. Oh, and there goes my placard. That's fine. What am I
That's
doing?
random, but okay.
Sorry, I dropped my placard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fro. I'll fix it later. That's fine. Where did it go? I know I have it, but yeah. So yeah, I basically I don't know why, but I want to have both the paperback and the hardcovers for Skandar. Maybe it's I think part of it might be that so that I can take I feel a bit more willing to take the paperbacks out with me if I decide to go reading,
Mm-hmm.
like go out somewhere. Um,
Mm-hmm.
because they're far more easy to replace than the hardcovers. But yeah, I don't know. So, question for you about the Swifts: is your version a hardcover or a paperback?
Paperback.
It is a paperback. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering then if the Barnes and Noble exclusive version for the Gallery of Rogues, if that's gonna be paperback or hardcover.
I don't know.
Also, another thing that I find really interesting about the Swifts, specifically, is that it is a how do it's kind of I don't know what I'm kind of losing my train of thought here.
Me too.
Yeah. Um, just all the things that they did in that, it feels like they really wanted to make this an interesting, different, a story that would really change a lot of ideas. But also, it is a children's book. um, I don't know. It's hard to describe exactly what I'm trying to bring up, but it it kind of deals with a lot of really heavy topics, but a lot of it is through a kid's eyes. So it it's hard to really explain what exactly I'm trying to say, but yeah, you get what I'm trying to say though, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I think so, yeah.
I don't know. And that's actually something that I've kind of noticed a lot more in recent years is that a lot of media in general has been really trying to say certain things in their art, whether that be in Skandar with the idea that some people just want power, and sometimes the people and the family that you find are the ones that are they're your true family, not necessarily your blood family. Um, that's like one of the big things that Skandar deals with, obviously. Um, and then obviously this Swifts also dealt with that, but also like that sometimes you're gonna realize things about yourself, and it's gonna be kind of confusing for a bit, and it's gonna be hard to properly explain it to other people, exactly what you're feeling. Um, so yeah, and then there's the recent I really want at some point I really want to talk about Dawn Trail especially, because one of the big things that happened in Final Fantasy XIV Dawn Trail is that none of the you're basically you are helping someone to become the ruler of a nation. Um, and throughout the entire story, you can see that she is the most qualified for becoming the new leader of this nation. But at the same time, there are many other the other options are bad. Well, they have a lot of issues, but you also have certain issues with her. She has certain things that she needs to get better with, and so on and so forth. Um, but like the best person besides her to basically become the leader of this nation, he wants technology to become to go extremely good to but he loses track of what's important in the his people's lives, and how many of the traditions, they're not really it's sure a lot of these traditions do certain things for the world, but it's not necessarily about doing it the easiest way. It's about having fun as you're doing these things.
Hmm.
Um, and he kind of fails to understand that. Um, so that's like one
On
of the
me, that's great.
so and a lot of what he is dealing what he talks about is, to me, it feels like a metaphor for the recent stuff with um computers or video games in general, in that a lot of companies are realizing, hey, if we just do AI, then we can save all this time and we don't have to pay as many people and blah 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 blah, and it's hurting a lot of the creators. And it makes sense that that this game came from Square Enix, because their CEO not too long ago really wanted to get into NFTs, and
Oh my.
um the many of the directors spoke out against it. Um, I believe that Nomura did, Yoshi P did, several others did, and basically that CEO was fired because of that, I believe.
Oh my.
Yeah. Um, and so so basically they spoke out against it, and they're also seeing that AI is becoming a new thing, and they are concerned. They still they fear for their jobs, and they're
That makes
showing that
sense.
through the games, that AI is not required, and that we can do these we can learn how to do these things, and this is our expression of art. Don't take this away from us.
Right.
And I kind of love it.
Well, AI art, quote unquote, I hesitate to even use that word,
Yeah.
is made exclusively from stolen things.
That is absolutely true. Yeah.
AI does not learn from other things, it steals from other things.
Yeah. And it's unfortunate. It's and I think the thing that worries me the most about AI art is that it can be extremely hard to distinguish sometimes. Um, and what no matter what the media is, um, especially lately with AI voices, sometimes it sounds way too much like an actual person. And like I recently found a song, and I'm not gonna say what it is because I don't want to draw more attention to it. But it sounds like a great song. The problem was that the guy used an AI voice to actually create the song.
Um,
Um,
uh,
and it's unfortunate because he from what he says, um it was it was his lyrics, his music. The only thing he used was the AI voice, which I'm glad that you didn't use AI for the entire thing. But holy shit, you should not have done that. You should not have done that. You should have tried to find, if you didn't want to use your specific voice for this song, finding someone else who could was the better option. Not using an AI voice. Um,
That is pretty much always the best option. Yes.
Yes. So try it's for one thing, it is AI in a lot of degrees is taking jobs, and it's unfortunate.
Mhm.
Especially if it has something to do with creating art. No matter what type of art it is, whether that be, like I said, music or or drawings or anything along those lines, it is absolutely
Robots are supposed to do the menial labor while I do the art, not the other way around. This is bullshit.
exactly, exactly. Now, granted, there are some people who do like doing like moving furniture and other things like that, and being a cashier and all these different things. But art is supposed to be what we all work towards and that we are able to do.
Exactly.
Um, and that's a big thing. So that's one character. The other two characters are also bad. Um, but also one of them gets surprisingly good, and it's not the one that you expect. Um, uh,
There are some
yeah. So basically, one of them becomes worse, and he's just power hungry. He just wants to. He wants to create war and all these things. This other person, it looks like he's just power hungry, and he wants to have power, and that's all. He doesn't. He doesn't care about anything. He just wants to be the one in charge. Um, he is not actually. There's a lot more to it than that. um, and he doesn't even want to be leader. So there's that. I actually have a feeling that in the future he is going to be involved with a the game has what used to be called Beast Tribes. Now they're called Society Quests, and basically what I kind of imagine that he is probably going to be heavily involved with his species as they do the society quest. Um, and he'll be the one who, like maybe they'll be the gatherer one or the crafter one, whatever they decide to do, because that's there's always a crafter, there's always a gatherer, there's always a um, battle class thing. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see exactly what they decide to do. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. But even then, I think one of the other things that that's kind of trying to show is that even the people that you think are the worst of the worst are not always as bad as you think they are. And I think that that's an important lesson for a lot of people to learn, is that sometimes people are just confused, or sometimes you don't know the full story. Like somebody may say, "Oh, you're going to hell for this," but the reason that they say that is because they feel pressure from other people to say these things, and sometimes those very same people who say those things end up realizing that they were the same person that they were calling that they told was going to hell. Um,
That's terrible. Sorry.
oh,
That was like the worst possible timing in the entire world.
for you to laugh. I mean,
Just that specific like giggle. I'm sorry.
yeah. To be fair though, it is accurate. I mean, we've met people that were who hated people who were gay or trans, and they ended up realizing that they were gay or trans. Not gonna name names, obviously, but we know, we know who you are. Um,
Well, well, I actually would have used. I used to would have included myself in that, except now I don't because I realized I wasn't hateful. I was uneducated.
yeah, and a lot of the
I know
times
it
it is,
doesn't make it better. It does make it slightly different.
yeah, And part of that is also because of the fact that sometimes it's important to understand that sometimes people are uneducated on what, and it's important to realize that sometimes people may seem like to you they are the worst person in the world and they hurt you for no apparent reason, but sometimes it is just because they don't understand. And it's important to understand that and to calmly explain to them exactly what's going on, and show them that that people aren't evil. Like, why do people think that? I don't know. But yeah. Anyways, um, I am actually gonna say that that's probably a good spot to end it. I like, even though we were supposed to be talking about the Swifts, we didn't end up doing that very much.
Yeah.
But that's par for the course. Anyways, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this. I've been Electro Ninja, he's been Jack, and we will see you guys next time. But on.